Good morning and good day, and how are you? This is Viet Exclusive, and I wanted to have a quick discussion about the new year and just something for entrepreneurs to help get themselves ready for all these plans you prepared yourself for. One, I don't, I don't think we should make plans for the next year. I think plans should be implemented when plans are due to be implemented. So the fact that if anything you wanted to do, you postpone starting it to this year, let's change it and make sure you're already in the process of it right now because we're already now here. Okay, let's just clean that slate first. Now, 2018, some people had a slow year, confusing year, bad year, good year. A lot of things happened regarding businesses. And I just wanted to say to you, as a person and a business owner, one, you have to remember something. As a business owner, you are now two individuals, the business owner and yourself. And the reason I say that is because there will be things you have to do professionally that you're not going to like, but it's required. And when I say that, it could be as simple as firing someone you like or going with a different company rather than hiring a friend. You get where I'm going? There's going to be things you have to do to make the best decision for your business and yourself. And you owe it to yourself to respect your choices. Sometimes you have to put your personal aside and think what's best for the business that's not conflicting against you morally, ethically, and so forth, or looks bad or negative. Now, here's where we move on in that aspect to reputation. For those who had a bumpy year, got a bad reputation, no reputation, and so forth, seek to find out reasons that caused such cases and what part you played in it. Failure to recognize the part you played in it will cause a big problem in future and consistently continue to make that mistake. If you don't recognize how it's like some people are victims because they are victims, and some people are victims because they put themselves in situations. And it's up to you to say, did I put myself in that situation? And if I did, how can I prevent putting myself in that situation? What were signs I saw and I chose to ignore? People do that in the process of many things. And you need to take that aspect into looking at it yourself for your business and personal, because you may actually see different views on both things. So it's time to start seeing things because it'll build your empathy. Because when you see a customer is not just money. This is someone who is going to be part of your reputation. So it can either hurt you or break you. I know that. Everyone knows that. Some we have to learn the hard way. Some learn the easy way. Some don't have to learn because they just do what they need to do. You understand? So I would like to recommend you start building on what you believe, how you believe, and how your customers can relate to such beliefs. Um, because this is going to go a long way in your dealing with making sure the customer is satisfied. You understand? You have to look at your product from a customer's angle. Am I seeing the ad right? Am I seeing the potential right? Am I seeing such? But I don't want to get off track, so we're going to go back. All right? Now, the first thing I'd like most of you to do, or all of you, is apologize to yourself for the mistakes made last year. You understand? Apologize for lack of knowledge if there was any. Apologize for lack of funding or preparation, no strategy or, bad strategizing. Apologize for bad networking and so forth. If you rush too quick, even if you did good and you recognize there were mistakes, you apologize to yourself. You owe yourself an apology because you made a mistake. You may not have meant to make the mistake, and it's time to move on. Now that we've done the apology, you understand? I don't want to rush that because you may have more to do, you may have none. So you will set that time for yourself. Now the next step is apologize to 2019 for everything you're about to do. And when I say that, that means for the proposal you accept because they're based on credentials and requirements and meeting what your project has set forth, your business goal. You understand? Apologize for, if you might partially hurt anybody's feelings because you choose not to go with them due to it's not in the benefit of your company. You understand? If you need to draft up pre-ready apology letters, let's get you ready now. All right? So let's get it. That'll be apologize for not hiring you. Our company cannot go with you. We apologize at this moment that our company cannot offer you a position. We apologize that we cannot, consider sending letters, you understand, or emails. Customize templates. Get yourself ready. Now, we move on from that. Not to say it like that now, but what I'm trying to do is get you ready real quick for 2019. Did you get your non-disclaimers ready? If not, check online. We have them up ready, the templates, and links to some sites that can give you more information on them. For free, just download, edit, fix for yourself, and enjoy to protect yourself. Now let's move on. You have you're not. I'm not going to explain what non-disclaimers are for because I've done a episode on that. So let's get back over here now. Let's make sure you're prepared. It's 2019 now. So anything you've done last year that wasn't working, it's time to do different. Have you categorized, get an Excel spreadsheet or a regular notepad and start if you don't have it. Or if you have a CRM program, those work great. Check them out. And start putting in information on your vendors, categorizing your links. Put everything where from now on, you can just copy and paste. We're going to speed you up for the year. We're going to have everything about you already set up in a little folder so there's no more searching for your link, look in the link, type in your link, anything. Everything, every time you keep building yourself, your business, you're going to keep putting that in and we're going to start building that database. And the reason I say that is let's say your business keeps adding a link there. Now you need to save the link with the company you promoted with so you have a copy of a backlink. So even if you don't know about it or you can't recall it or they don't send it to you, you know how the keywords and so forth. You can track what's going on, your Google tags, your codes, everything that's important and relevant, keywords that you're searched underneath so you know to put them. When you pull yourself up or it tells you these are the top keywords you pull up underneath, you need to put those and similar and what you're not being pulled in, what others are into your category. So you need your key. I like Excel because you can make a tab for your keywords. You can make a tab for your business links, your passwords, so forth, and keep going from there. Save it, and you can secure it in Excel. So I give that it's very quick, simple, and everything's in one. The reason I'm saying this is because a lot of you are starting out, and it's easier to get access to certain things than others. So I would hate for you to get lost because you got so much going on. Running a business is a full-time job. So if you already have a business and you're starting a business, set away a specific time for your business this year. That means, it's a time you have off on Saturdays or Sundays. I say go for your peak moments. Your peak moments is when your brain is at its best. It's where it's alive, it's alert, it's at its moments. Like my peak moments are, I would say between 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it sounds crazy, but I think my brain is at its best potential. I find my brain at its weakest potential at about 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. You understand? And it's important to start recognizing when you are or sluggish, more tired, which is like reference for lazy. When you find yourself bored, focus on your business. Make it a fun project, things to do. Categorize each week. Categorize times. As you categorize yourself into getting used to, I say categorize the week first. So that's like saying I'm going to take off Friday out of my little hangout of chilling around, etc. I'm not, or Sundays. So like Sundays, I like to clean when I'm done with business and websites. So let's say, for instance, I have 3 p.m. to 5 p.m., I want to focus on just working on all the blogs for a half hour to 45 minutes, pardon. And then let's say another, take a little 10-minute break, 5-minute break to collect my notes, clean up my area, and so forth, close out whatever I'm doing, wrap it up, and then take the next half hour to focus on excess images that I haven't used or products that I haven't gotten any potential, checking analytics and so forth. So where I want to check who needs more attention and hasn't been getting it, views and so forth. So you can take out specific times, or you can take that out for your Instagram blogging time. So this way it's a dedicated time where your followers will know that's when they're going to follow you the best. Not follow you, but when they know you're going to be posting messages, replying, and keeping consistent. So this is important in reference to consistency. I say start out small so you don't lie to yourself or over bombard yourself. You understand? Because it'll if you tell yourself I'm going to do all of this and you don't get that much done, you're going to feel like you're lying to yourself and your energy level can dwindle. However, if you just set like a specific 2 to 3 items to try to focus on out of all of them, the most important, and try to narrow that within the 2 hours, then you will gain a better consistency. So this way you can now be able to pull an extra hour or two out of the week or fit more within that time frame based on how your routine gets more automatic. You get where I'm going? It's like if you have a blog and you're using WordPress, you want to say, hey, download the WordPress app, log in. As things are going through the week, you can post, pre-schedule them. You can instantly post them. Have time in the morning, sitting on the toilet, not to say that, or commuting, not driving, no driving and use the phone now. But like in a moment of, I have some tranquility, not peace because there may be noise, but your tranquility, they're different. So you want to say, okay, I've got a section of, I can start posting these, check stuff, view things, increase, just to make sure you're increasing your Google index, your traffic history, what's going on, who's talking about, and so forth. And who's going to search, because the more you do this, and especially if you're doing WordPress, you want to check out, we're going to focus a lot this year on SEO and using other products that can increase your search engine indexing. But we're going to not get off topic yet again. All right, so where are we now? I'm going to take a breather and I want to say thank you for listening in and staying tuned. We've got a lot coming in this week, so I'm giving you a quick break to tell you to check out author Sincere Jones' book, Illusions of Happiness. It's a very interesting book. We'll be doing an interview with him this weekend. You can find it on Amazon. It's available in paperback or Kindle. It's from a man's point of view about finding love, falling out of love, and trying to decide if he made a mistake walking out of love, and also find out about himself. So you get a male's point of view, ladies and gentlemen, of urban book, love story with a lot of twists in it. And I do hope you check it out and tune in. You can listen online or download the app, XO Radio. If you're listening, this is that's where we stream some of our episodes. So you won't find all of our episodes there, but you'll find some of our newest ones because 2019 is coming, and we want you to get a chance to embrace what our specific goal is for the XO Radio app, which will be interviews weekly with entrepreneurs and business owners, how they're doing, things they're doing. Not only is Sincere Jones an author, he has a company, Divine Lit. You'll find out more about him and his different projects this weekend, Saturday, January 12th at 6 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, you can check us on Spreaker, SoundCloud. You can check us on podcast, YouTube. It'll be streamed in multiple areas. So just do a search for Sincere Jones, exclusive, if you need to, Ness. or VN exclusive. It'll pop up in another 3. And it should also be multiple links if you're not using our direct link. You'll also see our Facebook. It'll be posted there and multiple places. If not, check back here and tune in live. Ask questions, send in questions if you don't have time to make it, and we'll be sure to ask some questions if they're appropriate. Again, this weekend, Saturday, January 12th, 6 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, we're going to get back to 2019. I don't want to think of it as a whole year because I think it feels like you're just diminishing and limiting the possibilities. You have to remember, 2019 means you have approximately 365 days exact, because it was a leap year, you had 366. So you have 365. That means you have 365 different opportunities. If it doesn't work, split them up by weeks. Set plans by quarters, or every 3 weeks, I expect to have this done. 3 weeks later, I expect to have this done, and so forth. You can group it up and get your calendar. Google on your phone has a great audio. Just hit you with a memo or add it to your calendar so it can give you a reminder. If you have a Google Home, just talk to, hey, Google. And, okay, Google. Oh, see, my baby's not attached. But when I say you have good opportunities, don't limit yourself to calling it 2019. Now, for instance, we have a couple of businesses I knew were starting last year that I was assisting. And I'm getting ready to send them messages to get updated, see what's going on, see how I can help, and so forth. And it's important to start networking. Those who you were networking with in the past still continue to network regardless, because you never know. There may be a chance of opportunity to expand, branch, and so forth. And I want you to use 2019 as a year to step out of your zone. When I say step out of your zone, it doesn't mean change who you are. When I say step out of your zone, it means, well, if you sell here, walk into beauty supply stores and look around. If you have something you can offer them, offer it. If they have something they can offer you, discuss it. Compliment. You understand? Don't look at it as a year of you understand? Like, it has to be a year of your be smooth this year. Smooth with yourself, not others, yourself. This year you're transitioning. And I call it transitioning because you just left less than 8 days ago. We were in 2018, okay? 8 days ago exact, you understand? So less than 8 days ago to me, because the 8th has not finished. When the 9th comes, you've had 8 days already, full 8 days. So I look at it as you had one whole week to do whatever was different than the last week of the 31st to say these changes had to be done. It either did or it didn't. And now you owe it to yourself to get them done. And you don't owe it to yourself on an overnight. Nothing is overnight. Rome wasn't built in a day. You understand? What mistakes you did last year should be a lesson. Once they became a lesson, it should also have become a blessing because you've learned the lesson. As long as you become more understanding of what you did right and what you did wrong, it's a better opportunity for continued improvement. If you don't recognize the two, you can't improve on the two. And yes, if you did it right, why should you improve? You improve so you can do it even better. Because remember, I don't believe in competing with others. I believe in competing with yourself. Like, I believe if you're releasing a company, release a second company and try a different opportunity with it. You understand? Release your product and become your own competitor. Why should I worry about you when I got to worry about me? I'm in a rush with myself. See what works for both. Keep yourself busy, distracted, but I'm also very aggressive. So we're just going to take me back out of this. All right. So it's almost as saying you release a website about love quotes. Why can't you release a website about inspirational or motivational and less lovey-dovey relationship, and see how the two compare in traffic and see how it goes? It can still keep you within your niche. However, it gives you an opportunity to appease multiple target audience and cross promote. So you're challenging yourself. What can I do to make this better? What can you learn by trying to do that you can improve on over here? What can you understand? This year should be a year of smoothly challenging yourself, transitioning. And when I say it, your transition should be on a regular basis. It's not to see what you're transitioning for next year. As far as I'm concerned, to me, I'm already in 2023. Okay, because my mind is planned. The only thing stopping it is death or other serious issues. You understand? So to me, that's where you look into your risk management. What would happen in the event of my death? What would happen in the event of uh this crashed? Like, for instance, the U.S. Postal Service is a it's a federal company. You understand? Business. However, even though the government shut down, it has its own fee, so it remains independent to function and continue to pay its employees and continue to go. What does that tell you? It says now it's an opportunity to find multiple streams and make sure you're not based on just one. So if you're focused on government grants, it's time to start focusing on how to create and develop functions within your philanthropy activities that can bring income independently of such activities. And the reason I say that is simple. Let's say your company, not a company. I don't like to call charities companies. So let's say, you're talking about a foundation charity focused on preventing child abuse. You can get shirts made, you can get, other products that show the support and use the revenue to support the cause. And the reason I say these things now is it's time to branch out. It's time to not just depend on one sole strategy as the only strategy. We have to have other options. And the reason is, if we don't, who will? Now, the next most important thing I would have to say is don't limit yourself to one business, but don't run into multiple businesses at once. You get where I'm going? Don't overexhaust yourself and don't underuse your potential. What I say is try to finish the business and make it into a stage of producing revenue before you focus on another. And when you do so, make sure you have it in a set where it's so automated, like emails are to you, phone calls, so forth and so forth. Get a 1-800 number and have it set up the different lines to your system, your phone. So you can do different things. You understand? It's a new year. Someone was asking recently, for the new year, I don't want to use my personal line for my business line. So what I told them is, hey, try out a prepaid company. There's companies like H2O, Simple Mobile. You have so many out there. And let me explain why. With H2O, for instance, you can have, it's an AT&T company. So let's say you have two AT&T phones. Two AT&T, your regular AT&T phone and old AT&T phone. You can get your H2O service activated for $20 unlimited a month. Stick the chip in, and that can be your plan. Then, if you don't decide you're no longer with AT&T or any other, or you're switching your services and you want to get out of contract, You can put another chip, get another service, $30 unlimited, and get a heavy duty plan. And for $50, you'll have two phones. So here's what you can do now. When you have your 1-800 number, which you can always check online, I'll blog on how to do your 1-800 numbers. You now have, actually, pardon me, we took the blogs down for the 1-800 number. We're going to be doing a free course directing exactly how to do it so you can know how to make a call and so forth. We do have a video, though, that shows how to make calls with it still up. So I will get that up to you and do a video on it more. So we'll get off of the 1-800 to not distract us. Let's get back to the phone. So you need your budget is, let's say, under $60. So we're gonna get you under 60. I say go for the 220s if you need to, but if you do GPS, a lot of Facebook, you want to use one to do all of that, and then the other one you can focus more on basic internet apps, other stuff you don't want to put on the other phone. So one is mostly about business, one is your personal line, I could say. Now, for $55 or $40, if you did 220s or a 30 and a 20, you get where I'm going? You now have two phones. You set up a you set up a 1-800 line monthly. You know, we have the information where you can get it for less than $10 a month, or unlimited for less than 25. So I think the company has a special right now, $20 a month for unlimited. Now, for instance, you want to make sure, okay, you need to make sure you have your number set up, your mailing system. We have a video on another tutorial on how you're going to be able to set up your answering system for your 1-800 toll-free line. So the most important now is this: people can call you from anywhere. So you have it set up, get it to go to both numbers if you wanted to, or just one number. And that's it. So you can either have one for your two different businesses or multiple businesses, and they won't know the difference. But if one line rings, you know what that's for. And if the other line shows it ringing, or you can see the caller's numbers, it'll be your preference. But I'm just being realistic with you. There's many opportunities, and I don't like to see people with not utilizing their opportunities. I think that is absolutely cruel to yourself on all levels. So do not be cruel to yourself at all. You hear me? Take the opportunity to exhaust yourself and get things done. Now let's move on, especially with your overhead. So that's why I was addressing that, because you now have two lines. So let's move on again, and you have to address with the budgeting. Start looking at decreasing your overhead. Start from now, because you have a whole year. Get your paperwork ready. Tax time is here. The 31st, you want to try and get as much in. If you have to do any 1099s, pay anybody, you want to get everything out, try to get them out by the 25th. This way, when you do your, remember, if you did not hire them as an employee, they are 1099. If they did not, you can call them up and ask them for their social or their employee identification number to complete it and put into your tax return. So this way you can take that, write that off, as well as your employees. Make sure your W-2s are out. It's free if you do them through programs like online or through TurboTax and so forth to set up for your business. There's lots of different things you can do. So don't forget. Now, I'm going to tell you, it's 2019, so these are things you need to prepare for. So finish your bookkeeping needs to be on point. It's a start now. No excuse. If you make a sale, write down the amount and what's sold. Let's see. What else you need to do? Especially with the mistakes going on with IRS and the shutdown and so forth. You don't want to get caught up in the mishap. Don't let others' mistakes be your mistake. You understand? That's not an excuse. That's not going to work. All right? Because you need to look out for yourself and your business. Remember, you're two different entities. You as a person and it as a virtual person. You understand? Your business will have feelings. Your business will have issues. Your business will have successes. It will have failures. It will have a future. It will have a past. Your business will have an identity. You understand? It has a social security employee identification number. You understand me? So don't ignore those things. It's important. Go into that mind frame so when you're approaching it Everything you do, you can approach it with the correct mind frame. And if you made bad with customers of last year or prior, send them an apology basket. You know, send them an apology note. Not necessarily, and when I say apology, it can be as simple as best wishes in 2019. Um, from sincerely your company's name. You understand? Here is a 50% coupon all for you. You understand? And I only say these, or here's a customary gift, um, all regrets aside, if you wanted to even put that little snippet at the end. Um, Best wishes from us. This is only given to customers that we were thinking of. Make it personal. You were a customer that I couldn't get off my mind. I wanted to just send a gift to you. Thank you and have a great day. You understand? Because what happens if they know people still shop with them and they didn't get it, they may have gotten something less of value. They realize that you actually thought of them. And as crazy as it may seem, little things like that is word of mouth. You understand? You get that sour taste of your company out their name, okay? Now, we've done our apologies, we've done the bad taste, we've done our bookkeeping, we've discussed other opportunities, interview coming up, and so forth. I think we've done pretty good in less than 40 minutes, 45, I would say. So I'm actually going to get ready to wrap up and I'm going to wish you best. I'm actually doing another audio tomorrow. I'm trying to do one daily to get us or every other day to get my own consistency to this and my own experience. So you will watch me grow and I will be watching your companies grow and wishing all your businesses the best. Please don't forget to include and comment your business when you do get a chance or inbox and I'll post it if you're shy. So this way others can learn more about you, message us so we can learn, maybe even do an interview. I'm just grateful to see so many. I feel I'm blessed every time I get a chance to meet new businesses. And I want to say thank you. Thank you. Last year I got the pleasure of so many different businesses in speaking with. We had Ithaca, the town of Ithaca. They had a welcoming of Happiest Days Designs, uh, which is a wedding planning slash custom uh, um, I don't know how you call them. They're custom. They're beautiful. They make plates, decorations, custom decorations, plates, platters, but they're actually she hand makes them individually. The company hand makes them and the staff, so that each one is pre-designed, not pre-designed. They're actually custom designed, made to order, and for your guests, your events, not just weddings, birthdays, anniversaries, funerals, and so forth. That is amazing. You should check them out. Um, then you have CRM Sales Companion. Make sure you check them out as well. They have a great CRM program and they're offering a free trial. So I would like to at least mention a few others. I'll eat at the end of every episode. So this way you get a chance to learn more about cool entrepreneurs and business owners all over, which they're business owners. Entrepreneurs are business owners. Entrepreneurs, they step. We're the bosses. But sometimes there's others underneath the bosses who are still learning and haven't stepped out yet. And then some who just do so many different projects that you don't. They're like the boss of so many. And I like to just always not try to single it out because you have real other levels where you have the big small corporations and stores with the employees and the staffs coming in while other entrepreneurs may not have staff and so forth. So there's different levels and to me it's all amazing. It's all amazing. I don't want to limit anything. I don't like to think limited. I refuse to. And I hope you do too. Don't limit your thoughts. Don't limit yourself. Don't be scared. If something scares you, take that challenge on and get it. And now, on that note, I would like to thank you again for tuning in. This is your host, Fiat Exclusive. Have yourselves a great day.